Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, I'm very pregnant.
Yes, girl. Look at that bump.
My name's Kimberly Caldwell-Harvey. I'm a mom of one 4-year-old girl, and then I have another little girl on the way. That would be my number one job. But I've been a singer my entire life since I was like 5. And what got me to Los Angeles was American Idol. I was a finalist on Idol. And then that was kind of like my foot in the door, and people were like, "You talk too much. You should be a television host." So I did that for a long time. And I loved it. And I met my husband who ruined everything. Heart health for him is very important. He's a professional soccer player for Los Angeles Football Club. And now I'm a correspondent for NBC's California Live.
When I asked you if you would be willing to do this interview, Kim's response was, "I'm not that healthy." I was like,
We try to eat organic, but
people think healthy and they think strict diets, hard workouts, insane amounts of hydration, like people carrying around gallons. That's not what it has to be. It's all about balance.
And you said, well, I want to know your version of healthy. And
Exactly.
And I don't like to work out as much, especially when I'm so pregnant. Everything's uncomfortable. As long as I'm up and I'm moving and I have something to do, which makes me feel good about myself, which is my work, that kind of keeps me in at least a good mental state and keeps me moving.
A huge part of heart health is mental health. So if you are waking up, you're passionate, you're doing something that makes you happy, that's huge.
As much as I love being a mom, it's my number one job. The thing that keeps me sane is having something for myself.
Your alone time is so important. Even if you're not completely by yourself, it's taking the time to have that self-care to be a little selfish.
You have to have time away from your 4-year-old to be a great mother. It's so funny. I haven't really been able to sleep because, you've got 60 pounds packed on you from 3 to 4 a.m. Mama gets to get up, eat a bowl of granola, and watch Friends. My 1 hour of alone time a day that I get to watch what I want to watch and eat what I want to eat in silence in my
I love that.
Meditation, I swear to you, has saved my life. I've struggled with depression my entire life and anxiety my entire life. I developed something called cyclic vomiting syndrome. I would throw up all the time because of anxiety. I have really been able to get a hold of that and be able to be mindful. It's different for everybody, what mindful means. And my daughter's so funny. She's like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "How do you explain this to a 4-year-old?" I just sit down and I think really happy thoughts. I just be really quiet and I close my eyes. And she's like, "I want to do that with you." We literally sit in the shower and we'll turn on, meditation music, for 5 minutes and have our quiet time together. Yeah.
So that's you instilling healthy habits with
Yeah.
her so early on. That's so important. Do you personally know anyone who has had a heart attack or who has battled heart disease?
One of my closest friends in my entire life, who's actually my manager and has been for close to 20 years. And he had to make huge changes in his life and his diet.
Do you have an opinion on how healthy living is portrayed in social media?
There's so many things that people say, like, "I eat this," and it's got a label on it, and they're just paid by the brand. And people kind of fall for that. But at the same time, it's just kind of part of social media these days. My best friend / my sister is Tunde Oyenane, who is the newest instructor over at Peloton. And so anytime I see her doing anything, how she eats and how she lives and how she thinks, it's so inspirational. And so I love that she is becoming a role model for so many people out there. But you know what was awesome? Allison and Twitch. Twitch is like the DJ on Ellen. She just had a baby and 9 months pregnant. They were like breaking it down, popping, locking, and dropping it. Oh my gosh, who does this girl think she is? She's making us all look bad. I got the chance to interview her a couple weeks after I saw this post that made me feel horrible. And I said, "Oh my gosh, how did you do this?" And she goes, "Because it's what I do. It's who I am. I wouldn't be okay if I couldn't do that." I thanked her for that.
It's different for everyone, and everyone's journey is different. Everyone's outlook is different. Everyone's history is different. If you were to meet someone who wanted to change their lifestyle for the healthier, what would be advice that you would give them?
Call Hannah. Just the like little things. We try to always have our waters filled. Harlow's always has water. She never has any kind of juices or sodas or anything. And if she wanted to, every once in a while for breakfast, hey, can I have some orange juice? Sure. And like I said at the very beginning, I think like keep moving. And my kid is like nonstop. She doesn't stop. And I'm sure she got that a little bit from me, but mostly from her professional soccer player father.
But it's also really great that you guys encourage that.
Her dad and her will go on scooter rides all the time. If we're like stuck in the house or something, she'll set this like timer, and then she'll just run circles around our entire house. And then she's like, look, Mom, 124 steps. The activeness and health gets ingrained into our lives somehow.
Thank you so much for joining us, for talking to us about your version of healthy.
Thank you for being not judgmental and accepting all versions of healthy. You can be healthy without being the stereotypical version of it.
You guys, thank you so much for joining us. And remember, you're never too young, and it's never too late to start living a heart healthy lifestyle. Look at that bump.
Bye from baby Houston.
Bye.
Bye.